What's up, guys? My name's KhaoticK, back at you guys with a little one today. We're coming at you with a new review. And in this one, we are going to be reviewing Fluoprazolam, or also known as Fluloprazolam. So yes, this is the fluorinated analog of Fluoprazolam. And we're going to get right into the story here. Hope you guys will stay high, stay lifted. Most importantly, let me know down in the comments what you guys are on and what you're up to. And without further ado, let's get into the review. So this one was a little bit disappointing. I'll say that right off the bat, because I guess I was expecting it to be longer lasting, and it was short acting, which is fine, honestly. Really not that much of a deal, but if you're expecting to have a good sleep on this, not really gonna happen. It's too short acting, and yeah, you're gonna run into that problem very fast. You know, other than that, it really didn't really hit any euphoria for me. There was really no euphoria to be had, like at all, bro. And I wouldn't know what dose would achieve euphoria. This one is just kind of like a hit or a miss, you know? And it was more of a miss for me. Personally, it just kind of sucked. Very, very boring, you know, not really much to write home about. So this is more of like a dull kind of benzo. I mean, it's not that bad. I guess it could be good. Maybe some people have had a better experience. Leave it down in the comments if you had one, but no, apparently I have not. But it was pretty functional for what it was for, you know, Fluoprazolam. And I can't tell if that's like a misspelling or what, because I feel like it should be called Fluloprazolam, right? Very strange, right? But this was like one of the newer benzo RCs to be coming out of Chinese market. So yeah, I mean, it's good for what it is, man. I don't know. How many more benzos can they really make? They be going crazy with that shit, bro. So many damn benzodiazepine out there in the world. I mean, it's just crazy, bro. So yeah, you're gonna have to watch out again for all those benzo RCs, bro, because they can be very addicting. But this one, you know, it wasn't even that addicting to me. Definitely not at all. Like, it was just one of those benzos you take to go to sleep. But like, honestly, just this is not the one that you want to take to go to sleep, bro. It's not going to be very, very good at all. So watch out, you know, watch your usage, of course, you know, don't be getting into this, you know, if you've had a benzo past, and, you know, most importantly, if you have addiction in your family or anything like that, bro, just watch out, of course, you know. And yeah, we really got to preach that kind of stuff in these kind of videos, because benzo harm reduction is at utmost importance. If you falter, you know, bad shit can happen, bro, very fast. So you want to make sure, yeah, you're not pushing the envelope that much. All right, you know, you don't want to mess around. But again, Fluoprazolam, yeah, I would say it's faster acting, you know, in a way. So it probably kicks in within like 30 minutes to an hour, but more so like 30 minutes. So it's again like a, you know, short acting benzo, which means that, yeah, it would kick in faster. It would have a faster onset, you know, faster offset, you know, with the come down and everything. And the withdrawals, I'm pretty sure would be pretty bad with this, you know. And trying to measure the strength to a benzo, I don't really know what benzo to compare to, honestly. I really don't. Maybe Fluoprazolam, but not. Fluoprazolam lasts way longer. Not Fluoprazolam, bro. I have no idea which one to compare this to. Maybe Fluoprazolam or something. But yeah, it didn't really feel like it stood out. And, you know, and some benzos really just feel the same as other ones, right? And then some benzos like Fluclotizolam and then Nitrazolam and Flunitrazolam, bro, those ones feel different because they're like more euphoric. They must be hitting, I don't know, they must be like hitting different subtype of the GABA receptors, or like more affinity for which one or the other. I don't know. It's some crazy shit, bro. It's some awesome shit. The pharmacology and the chemistry, you know, going on in your brain. It's very interesting. But I would say definitely worth a try if you're into collecting RCs. Definitely worth it if you're trying to have at least something on hand, you know, for whatever. And yeah, like for like a trip killer or something, this would work. You know, it would work, I would say, but watch out. Don't go crazy. You want to be very careful, again, because I'm sure you could black out from this shit. And it felt a little less sedating, you know, it felt a little, you know, just more clear-headed. Not by much, but yeah, it was a little more functional. Definitely not recreational, meaning, yeah, it's really just one of those benzos for functional use only. Not one to get high on, not one to, you know, abuse, because yeah, there's others that could be abused for sure. But I'm sure, you know, to the right individual, yeah, you could definitely abuse this one. So watch out again. But yeah, you know, I felt pretty great. You know, I felt pretty chill. Played some video games. You know, I ate some food, drank some liquids, man. Make sure you stay hydrated. But yeah, I would have been able to tell if it was Xanax, honestly, but or not. So if someone told me as a Xanax, I would be able to tell, honestly. But maybe any other time, I don't know. I just wouldn't be able to tell what benzo it was. You just can't really tell with these things. And definitely did not feel like fucking Xanax or Alprazolam. Yeah, definitely not even close to euphoria. But yeah, you know, it did help you get to sleep though, for sure. And yeah, some, had enough of a sedation, but I guess you would have to push the dose with it more. Right? And I don't really like this kind of benzos, man, because it starts a ticking time bomb of use. And then you'll be using it forever. And yeah, you're going to want to watch out for that. Don't be abusing it, man. Don't be using it that much. And yeah, that goes hopefully without having it be said, because yeah, bro, you just really should know what you're getting into, okay? Gotta preach that enough. But yeah, this is just like any other typical benzo. And yeah, next up is like pinazolam. I'm trying to get pinazolam, and it's not pyrazolam. It's not a misspelling or anything. It's pinazolam. And I've heard some reports that it's pretty weak, I guess, but I'm gonna try it anyway. But yeah, that and this right here, fluoprazolam, or one of the newer benzo RCs be coming out of the market, plus clopromazolam. And yeah, I mean, they're all just less euphoric versions of the past, like of their, parent drugs, right? Or, fluloprazolam should be more euphoric, right? But it's not, which is pretty interesting. I don't know. It just felt very dull to me, and nothing to write home about, But of course, I'd like to still make a review about it because there needs to be documentation of these experiences out on the internet of new RC. And I'm more than happy to bring that. So, here's the ultimatum right here. What do I give this? Honestly, I'll be more generous. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And nothing less. It gets the job done. It's a typical benzo feeling. It's a typical benzo high. And what I liked about it, it's a little more functional, a little more useful. And, because it doesn't really give you like a euphoric high, it's probably less able to be abused, hopefully. Although, of course, let's be honest, whoever didn't try to abuse benzos at some point, unless you're really that one person that really just stuck to, functional use. Maybe if you're prescribed it, then, that's you. But yeah, to someone that's not prescribed it, they're going to probably more than likely abuse this shit and get high off of it. So yeah, for those people, watch out, man. And test your shit with the fentanyl test kit, just in case, you never know. And yeah, with that being said, it was all right. It was a great feeling. And I got right to sleep. I didn't have a bad time falling asleep, but yeah, it does indeed have a short half-life, and you will be waking up in the middle of the night, and it could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you want to look at that. But yeah, so watch out for this stuff. Take the lowest dose possible, bro. Cut that shit in fourths. Take the fourth. Assess the dose, assess the tolerance, right? And watch out for a pill that is true strong, because you never know. These clandestine fucking lab people, these clandestine fucking people making these little pills and shit, bro. Who knows if they fucked up on a dose? Watch out for that as well. You can't really be too safe. And also watch out where you're getting it from. Check your sources. Make sure you are, getting it from a legit source, as far as you could tell, out on the internet. Like, documented. Hopefully no one's leaving bad names on the person. You gotta watch out for that as well. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys stay high, stay lifted. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.